Hello, hello, hello. Wow, we've already got people in the chat. Hello, 1 second. Nice, I'm just reading out Peter Ray's comment. Hello! Where you weren't expecting that, were you? A floating head. Woo, woo. Look, you can't even see me here. Right, let me see the chat. I'm sorry about the similarity on the green screen as well, near my hat. It's just my morph suit is a different colour to the green screen. So yeah, hello. I might have to take this off in a bit because it's quite tight and it's quite hot as well. But we'll see. I'll keep it on for a bit. But yeah, I had this realisation the other week that I really wanted to like do something a bit different. So I thought, what can I do that's different? And then I had this weird realisation that I wanted to buy a morph suit so then I could be a floating head on camera. And I didn't do it for like 6 weeks or something, and then I finally did it. I finally got one yesterday. The problem is I'm having to have my light like super bright. I've got a I don't know what it is. Is it a newer? I think it's a newer 150 watt, not 150 watt, but like 150 LED light. So there's like 150 LEDs in it, and I've got it on the brightest setting, and it's like proper blinding. But I have to do that because, as I mentioned, the morph suit is a different colour to the green screen, so I can't get the similarity right on it. But still, pretty funny. I'm in some kind of ads floating head nightmare. I know, he's not all there. I know I definitely am not all there, but I embrace it. I don't let people extinguish it from me, or I don't let myself extinguish it from me, because it's not necessarily that other people generally extinguish my weirdness. It's more myself. It's more, I suppose, sometimes in your own mind you might be thinking, oh, should I do this? You know, should I do it? Like the song was an example of that. You can probably see my hand a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna drink my tea, so I've got my tea. Woo, it's a floating cup of tea, woo! Well, sort of, but you can kind of see my hand a little bit, but for a first try, I am very, very happy with it. I mean, to get that on there like that, I'm really happy, you know? So, oh, the bottom of the mug's all see-through as well, that's weird. Must be the morph suit, the green from the morph suit reflecting onto the bottom of it, and then it's making it, turning it into a green screen. Anyway, I tried to tuck my shirt in, but it didn't really work very well. I can't see. It's a bit small for me, this. I think I've got like a medium or something. I will get back. I will get in the chat in a sec. I think I've got a medium. Which I thought would fit. I think it's medium or large. But it does fit, but it's a bit tight up here, you know, like round here. Max Headroom, you're great ads, Jasmine says, hi there. Dr. Doodle Doo, we've got Phoebe in the chat, hi there. Yeah, I saw a load of people at the, I didn't go to the Hitchin meetup, but I saw all the vlogs and that, and it was great to see some other people there. It was brilliant, you know, it was absolutely brilliant just to see everyone. Obviously I saw Peter's vlog, I've just watched Steve's vlog this morning, saw Carla's vlog, I watched, who was it, Karen, I think Karen did a live stream, and Carly did a live stream actually as well, but yeah, quite a few vlogs coming out. I hope that does anyone know, did Nick and Andrea do a vlog? Because I want to see theirs, but yeah, Phoebe, did Darren do a vlog or anything? I know he's not been on YouTube for a while, so I don't know whether he would have done, but I knew would disappear up his own arse one day. Oh god. Honestly, you can never give me some kind words, can you? You can never just let it sit. You have to say something, but yeah. I did the whole expansion in my head as well to look like that Oz Great and Powerful kind of guy. And I was going to entitle it Big Head instead of Talking Head, but I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to entitle it Talking Head because that was my first thought, and it's a kind of little link to the band, obviously, Talking Heads, you know, like Psycho Killer and all that sort of stuff, so that's my first thought anyway. So yeah, oh, and you can see, I'll just move out the way. Ta-da! Oh, I was gonna do the whole arms up to go ta-da, but then I realised you can't even see my arms, so it would be completely pointless. Anyway, yeah, so ta-da! Ads Robinson's Thursday Talks. I love that. Bloody brilliant. Working on that for about half an hour last night. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. I think people will enjoy that background, and I think people will like the thumbnail a lot more, because I think it speaks more volumes of who I am than just the rainbow. I think it's a bit more crazier. Anyway, who else have we got in here? Good, thanks Phoebe, eating lunch, doing some listing, and listening to ads. What could be better? I know, it's getting hot in here. It's because I got my clothes on underneath. Are you meant to have your clothes on underneath this? That's what I want to... Oh, no, that doesn't look very good, though. Are you meant to have your clothes on underneath, or are you meant to take your clothes off? That's what I want to know. I've been thinking about, like, for a day or so. I've been like, do I keep my clothes on, or do I not keep my clothes on? But if I'm naked, then that's going to feel weird, like, just with the morph suit on, like, standing naked in front of you lot, even though you could only see my chest anyway. But it'd be just a bit weird. But then I thought, well, if I wear my clothes, I'm going to get really hot because of that light being on. But, yeah, anyway. All these first world problems, it's terrible. Anyway, drop some comments in the chat, some questions and that. And also, what was I going to say? Don't throw in there anything too serious today, because not everyone will be able to take me seriously just being a floating head. So if I'm answering a really, really serious question about FBA or eBay or tax or whatever it is, no one is going to take me seriously. So just keep it a bit lighter today. Obviously, still throw in some reselling questions or whatever, but just, you know, keep it lighter, because no one's going to take me seriously anyway like this. So, yeah, so we've got Mr. Cha-Ching UK. I was thinking that was... Mr. Diggs Deals then, but it's not. Mr. Cha-Ching UK. Is that Mr. Diggs Deals? No, I don't think it is, actually. One sec, I'll just go to his channel. Let's see if it is or not. This might be another reseller I've not watched, actually, if they've got videos. Oh, yeah. I've not watched this guy. Mr. Cha-Ching UK reseller. I have to watch you, because I know you watch me. I do not watch I hardly watch any resellers now. I'm completely out of the loop. There's so many new resellers starting up that it's just, I feel like maybe the last, I don't know, 3 months or so. I think really ever since, like, you know, people like Nick and Zahir and stuff have always been encouraging people to start channels up, and I've always said it on this channel, and I think maybe in the last 3 or 4 months we've just had a surge of new people come on. And it's just finding the time to watch everyone. I don't even know, like, half of these channels exist. I've never even, like, searched for these channels or anything, so I never know. Like, there could be people in the chat who come in the chat every week, and I've never known they've had videos like the Mr. Cha-Ching there. So it's very, I need to do a bit more research and be involved with the community a bit more again, because I'm really out of the loop a bit. Question, what are your thoughts on Brexit and the current state of our government under Theresa May? I will not give my thoughts on the government, because I don't really... There's many good points and there's many bad points of actually having a government system, but I don't particularly... I'm not one who really believes in the governmental system, but that's because I'm in cryptocurrency, you know? I'm in cryptocurrency and I'm in, you know, blockchain and stuff, so I don't really particularly rate the banking system, and I don't particularly rate the government, you know? I think there should be some more, sort of like an autonomous, I suppose it would be a sort of decentralized autonomous company that could essentially control the world in some way. But that sounds very weird, because it sounds like some scary dystopian future or something, so I don't know, maybe that wouldn't work. But I'm not going to get involved with the government. I try and stay as far away from politics as I can, because for one, I don't know enough, so what would be the point in me rambling on here and saying, oh yeah, this is what I think and this is what I think, when I, you know, honestly haven't a clue. And for two, it bores me. It's like, you look at that, like, House of Commons or whatever it is, I don't even know, like, you know that room where we all gather and we have those meetings? It's like monkeys in suits, all like, oh yeah, we are, oh yeah, she's great, and then on the opposite side, they're like, oh no, they're crap, and it's all like monkeys in suits. They're not, I mean, I say that as a floating head, but, you know, that's all it is. It's just people arguing. And yeah, okay, we might come to a decision, but because they've been arguing and their minds are clouded by misjudgment and by anger and fear, they come to a wrong decision at the end of the day, and then we get stuck in another crap economy or another crap situation. Now, I don't know whether I'm anywhere near to the truth there, but that's what I think, and I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, it's not either of them. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just an opinion, and it annoys me. It annoys me, because I always think to myself, well, I could do it better, But I don't want to do it better because I don't want to have that level of control over thousands, well, millions of people's lives. You know, I don't want that. So, yeah, I mean, I just think there should be a better system in place, really. Somewhat coordinated by humans, somewhat coordinated by robots, and then kind of all working in harmony to get to a peaceful, satisfying, good, enriching both life, economy, country, whatever it is, you know, whatever the subject is. But I think there needs to be some sort of change up in the way we do things. I know we've had these systems in place for hundreds of years now, but, you know, all we keep going in, I mean, with the economy, it's just like we're in boom-bust cycles. We just go from one boom to a bust. Why can't we have more of a harmonious economy where it's like sort of just going straight all the time? The reason we can't have that is because we're human, and obviously markets are determined by psychology, by human psychology, and you could class the economy as a market, so therefore it's going to naturally go boom and bust. Therefore, if we put robots into the economy, as you know, into the decision making just as much as humans, we might be able to get sort of steady growth over time rather than this boom bust or just flatline. But as I say, I don't know anything. I haven't a clue. These are just my silly, stupid opinions. That doesn't really necessarily matter. They matter to me, but they don't need to matter to anyone else. I don't even need you to say, you know, you agree with them or anything like that. It's just what I think. Oh, that might be, you know, it's like just a thought of, oh, that might, you know, might help or that might hinder. I don't know, but anyway. I'm not going to get into politics too much. Because David asked that question because he knew it would throw me off topic. Reseller question, should I use more than one site to sell on? At first, no. As you expand, yes. So, at first, if you're starting out, just go on eBay. Just nice and easy, go on eBay. Build up your listings, get familiar with your niche that you're selling in. Video games, toys and games, whatever. It's clothing, whatever it is. Build up your store. And then move on to another platform. So think to yourself, right, I've got 500 listings on eBay now. I'm gonna kind of, I'm gonna think, right, I'm branching out because I've got wealth of knowledge on eBay. I'm making $1,000, $2,000 a month. I'm happy with where I'm at with eBay. Let's move on to Amazon. So that's kind of the way I would play it. That's actually the way I did play it, but yeah, I could have done it better, as everyone could do it better, you know, but I kind of, after about a year, I moved off eBay. Well, I didn't move off eBay, but I just branched off eBay a little bit to go to Amazon, and then obviously I did eBay and Amazon, but I would just say stick to one first off, get your good ground-based knowledge in one, and then move on to another, because it's like juggling 100 different things at once. If you're juggling any more, I honestly believe this, if you're juggling any more than 2 things, 2 or maybe 3 things, but I would say even 2 things now, if you're juggling any more than 2 things, you're going to find it very, very hard to do those, you know, all those different things, or those 2 things, or whatever, to a really good enough standard. Let's take this example of, you know, for example, you want to hit a target of $3,000, right, a month, turnover. So like 1,500, something like that, profit a month. So if you want to hit $3,000, the best way to go about it is just dedicate 100% of your energy to one thing, to eBay. Don't let any other distractions come in your way. Like, literally, just go for eBay like it's your job. I know it sounds a bit funny, but because it probably is your job, but, you know, if you're full-time or whatever, but go for it like it's your job. Just hammer it. Keep going, until you get to that target. Then, you've got to that target. In the process, you've mastered eBay in one respect, in terms of, you know about the defects, you know about all the different restrictions, you know about, you know, all these harmful things that can come about, you know about dodgy customers, or you know about how to ban customers, you know, like, you know, your ban list and all that. You know all the different little ins and outs to eBay, like most sellers will know. Then you think, right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift to Amazon. I'm going to focus on Amazon 100% for maybe 2 to 4 weeks, and just let my eBay just tick along, because by that point your eBay will be able to tick along without you for a few weeks. Let that tick along. Go into Amazon 100% of your effort for 2 to 4 weeks, something like that. build that up a little bit, just a small bit in that time, then do 50-50 between eBay and Amazon, and build Amazon up in that process over the longer term of maybe 6 months, a year. But I always think that if you focus on a new platform, try and give it 100% for the first few weeks, or maybe even first couple of months, and then switch back to the 50-50. But then what you're going to find is it's very, very hard over the long term to sustain both platforms. Like, right now, my eBay's doing okay, but my Amazon's dropping off, like I've said, for the past 3 or 4 months. Because I'm finding it hard to source stock for Amazon, do eBay as well, and I've also got other projects on the side, cryptocurrency and stuff like that. This is why I keep preaching to everyone, like, don't try and do 4 or 5 things in one go, because I'm doing it. I've done it for years, because that's my personality. And it doesn't work very well. It just doesn't work. You end up with 4 things that aren't serving you very well, instead of 1 thing that is serving you brilliantly. You may as well have just stuck with the 1 thing that serves you brilliantly. And now what you're going to ask is, why did I not just stick to the 1 thing that served me brilliantly? Well, the reason behind that is just passion. And this feeling of, I want to do more, I want to expand my knowledge in different areas. It's not necessarily about money, it's more about just the passion for doing these other things, these other projects. It's the same with YouTube, you know, it's like, why do I still do it? Passion. It's gone way beyond money now. It's gone absolutely way beyond money. It started off with a little bit of money, like I've said, you know, I started off thinking, oh yeah, I could turn this into a little bit of a money maker. Now that's dead and gone. I'm literally like, I'm doing this because it's fun. I'm a talking head on here because I thought it would be awesome, like the child I am, to have a video on my channel with me being a talking head like out of The Wizard of Oz. How cool is that? It's just passion. And the passion led me to the place that I'm in now with being this talking head. The passion for thinking, right, how am I going to do this? And then the determination to do it is what's made me do it, like right now. So, pretty cool. Right, I've missed a lot of chat, so I apologise. I'm going to have to go up quite a lot. Boom bust every time ad happens, every 10-15 years. Buy a house after the next crash, that's coming, and you're not going to buy a house today for 90 grand if you can get it for 65 grand. No, you wouldn't, exactly, you wouldn't, like, buy, well, yeah, I mean, it depends, but generally, yeah, you're not going to, like, buy a house, you know, now for 90 or 100 grand, as I say. If you are thinking that there's a crash coming, and obviously all these big gurus or whatever you want to call them, they're all preaching that we're going to get a crash. You know, we're way overextended. They're all saying, you know, we've not had a crash for God knows how many years, like 9 or 10 years or something, and they're meant to be one every 8 years or something. I don't know, but this is what all these, you know, big gurus, I'm doing the quotation marks, I don't know whether you can see them, but these big gurus are saying. Oh, ads, don't put your arm over your face. You're just a floating mouth. Brilliant. Get them steps in, Adam Robbo. I know. Anyway, Ryan, you should have left the other group. You're meant to leave our group, our steps group, so then we can start the challenge up, aren't you? So you need to leave the group. You're tripping, Steve. Everything is normal. Why? What does Steve say? Is ads a floating head? Oh, I'm tripping. Brilliant. Oh, that's great. The ad behind you looks like he is trying to strangle you. Brilliant. Ad, I heard you have a cigar channel. I need to see this. Very true, I do have a cigar channel. I've actually just zipped this down. I'll zip it back up for a minute. It's very hot, though. It's very hot. Really should have not. I should have. Oh, that's not too bad. It doesn't matter. You can see my collar a bit. I do have a cigar, well, it's not a cigar channel. I did one cigar video on it, but, oh, you can see my hand a bit, can't you? Yeah, maybe you could have seen me. Yeah, maybe you could have seen me. Not very good, is it? Maybe it's cause I'm not stretched. Ah, there we go. If I stretch the material out, the wrinkles go in it. It's probably the wrinkles that you can see somewhat, but anyway, I do have a vapor channel. When I was it 17? No, 18, I got into vaping. I did vaping for 9 or 10 months. No, maybe 11 months. Maybe 11 months I did vaping for. I got obsessed with it. And then I thought to myself, oh no, I better stop doing this. But yeah, I did do a channel around vaping, I did reviews on there and stuff and all that sort of stuff. And I also did a channel before the vaping one, which was my channel with one of my friends from high school. We thought, oh my god, well, no, sorry, I thought, actually, oh my god, we can make, I said to my friend, like, oh my god, we can make a load of money doing YouTube with Google AdSense. This was back before you had to apply for YouTube Partner. This was like 2012, 2013. So we were just like accepting people, you know, you could literally just, no, I think you did have to apply at the time, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I'm doing my thinking pose and it's just completely messing it up anyway. So, no, I think you might have had to apply, I'm not sure, but we did, sorry, I'm doing it again. I can't help it, that's my thinking pose. Anyway, so, we applied and then we did some videos and stuff, and then my channel got demonetized, my AdSense got disabled, twice actually, and then I got a new channel. I like literally blagged my way into getting a new AdSense account, which is this one I've got, and somehow I sent an email off or something. Then I got a new AdSense, then I did my vapor channel because I thought, oh, I can make money on YouTube doing vaping videos, because at the time I was watching Indoor Smokers. He was a great guy. I don't know, he is still going now, but I don't know how good his videos are now compared to how they were, but they're absolutely brilliant, his videos in the early days, like when he was at, well, I say early days, but when he was at like 30, 40, 50,000 subs, he's now got, I don't even know, like probably 500,000 or something. But, yeah, I did that, and then I did my vaping channel, stopped that. I was working for a time at my job, obviously, and doing college for about another 8-9 months. Then, obviously, I ran into all the problems with my anxiety and stuff like that, which you've all heard to death, so I'm not going to talk about it. But then I ran into that, stopped my vaping at a similar time to that, and then a few months later, about 4 months later, I started this channel. So I've been on YouTube about 5 or 6 years now. I think it was early 2013. Where I was looking into it in 2012, but I think it was early 2013 that I started it. But the two channels are Vapor Vibe. So the vaping channel is VAPOROURVIBE, and it's all one word. So that's VAPOURVIBE. So that's a vaping channel. And then the other one is Those Two Men, which is all one word. I don't know why I did it all one word, because it kind of looks like Those Women or something. But Those Two Men, so it's THOSE and then TWOMEN. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to picture it in my mind, because I'm thinking it's all one word. So I was picturing it as all one word, and it was making my brain go funny. I was thinking, oh god, is that the right spelling? But yeah, go on, feast your eyes on pre-reselling ads, because it was not this good. It was no way near this good. I had a little £25 Vivitar camcorder. I was recording everything. Summer of 2013, I was just like, every day, well, recording everything, like, you know, going around just recording. Brilliant time, you know, brilliant time. And that's why I still do YouTube now, because it's always been a passion for the last 5 or 6 years. It's not like I started reselling, I started YouTube because of my reselling. I've been involved with YouTube for years, so it's like I love it. I absolutely love it. So, and all this stuff is way beyond what I ever thought I'd be capable of doing. You know, like bloody green screen and stuff. I had to remind myself before I came on, actually. I reminded myself, and I was thinking, hang on a minute, I'm doing green screen. I can do Photoshop and do green screen. Is this really me? Am I doing this? Because it baffles me, you know, it absolutely baffles me, like, and I think to myself, how am I doing this? You know, I didn't, a couple of years ago, I didn't know anything about it, I didn't know how to do it, so, and it was actually surprisingly easier than you think, you know, to do this sort of stuff, so it's not that hard, but I think that's maybe one of the reasons why you forget, you know, like, we all forget to remind ourselves of the great achievements that we had, because sometimes they're either, you know, we kind of string out over a certain period of time, so when you're kind of looking back on them, you're not looking back on them in the sense of, oh, they all happened in the space of a day. You're looking back on them, you know, saying, oh, right, it happened over a year, so actually I wasn't that good. It's not as good of an achievement because it happened over a longer time period. But actually, it's still a great achievement in your life. You know, it's still a fantastic achievement to do whatever it is you've done, you know, whether it's reselling, getting to 1,000 listings on eBay, whatever. Or whether it's something like YouTube or whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But I think it's hard sometimes, personally for me, to actually remind myself of where I've come, and then actually think to myself, you know, where I'm going as well, and to remind myself that where I am now is way further than I thought I'd ever get. So it doesn't matter how far I'm going necessarily, it just matters where I am now, and that I'm really happy, you know. So yeah, let's get on with the chat. I've rambled again. Sorry, I just ramble. I should be like a motivational speaker or something. I'd probably be a terrible one, but you know, I just like rambling. Lex says, I love you, Ad. Thank you very much. I'm hoping that's not a I love you in the you know, weird sense of a word. I hope that's a friendship sense of a word. Thank you very much. Everyone can say they love me as much as they want, but it has to be in a friendship sense of a word. There's only one person I will ever love, and I haven't even met them yet, I don't think. But I mean love in the, you know, other sense of a word of actually loving them, you know, in a physical sense and an emotional sense. But yeah. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right then, let's have a look. Ads, people buying house top end, interest rates go up, then they lose value off their house while rates are continue to rise by Bank of England, leaving them in negative equity working for nothing. Wow. So yeah, definitely if I want to buy a house, I better go about it in the right way, I think. I better look into the, you know, the housing market and stuff and think, you know, what sort of time might be a better time to do it. That might really help me out, you know, if I can get a good deal on houses. Because I know that people say just houses keep going up and up and up, and especially with population rising and stuff, they probably will. But yeah, there's got to be, in every market, there's got to be pullbacks, there's got to be corrections in prices and stuff. So, yeah. Corey said, love the background ads, thank you very much, super psychedelic. That was the kind of look that I was going for. Ads, how's your head? It's fine, kind of. I did have a little joke, but I don't think it's very good. What was it? They tell me I've got a good head on my shoulders. If only I could find my shoulders. Is that funny? I don't know. I was just kind of thinking in my head, is that a good joke or not? Or is that just really bad? But I don't know. Sometimes these like jokes come to me and I'm like, probably not. But, you know, sometimes I like saying them anyway just for a laugh. See if it is funny to anyone. I don't know. But, yeah. Oh! Another thing to show you guys. It probably won't show up very well. Although, you can see how bright that light is. It's so reflective off here. Ads Robinson. Signed copies of my eBay song. I've got 3 of them. These are limited edition gold disc versions, I'm calling them. I printed that off. I've done it on Photoshop. Printed that off and then hand signed them up here. There, where my hand sign is. It's only on a little, you know, thing. But I wanted one for myself, and then I thought, what I can do, I make this a little like privilege, if you like. So there's only gonna be 3 of these ever, and I'm gonna give them to a couple of other people. Now, I'm not sure how I'm gonna dispense them quite of yet. I think I don't know. I might do a giveaway. I might do some sort of question show or something like that. I'm not sure, but one of them's going to be mine and I'm going to hang it on my wall somewhere. I'm going to get a little frame and stuff, and you know, the egotistical person I am, I've got to handwrite a little thing on it and get it in a frame and put it on the wall, and when everyone comes into my room, I can say, oh look at my song here, you know. Anyway, God, I make myself out to be such an egotistical person. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I've got another 2 of these. They're down there. I've already done them. I've already printed them out. I've burnt the song to the CD. I think I have anyway. I've never done it before, but I think I got it right. So yeah, we'll see with those. I don't know when they'll pop up. I don't know when I'm gonna give them away. I don't know how I'm gonna give them away. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see with those. So if it's something that you would like, then you know you've got to be a huge fan. You've got to be a huge fan of the song, because I want to give them. This is the problem. If I do them in a giveaway and then someone wins it who isn't really a huge fan of the song, even in an ironic sense of a word, by the way. I don't mean you're a huge fan of it like in a serious way. I mean in an ironic sense. But if you're a huge fan of a song in kind of like an ironic sense, then I'd like them to go to those people, because I know that they'll actually listen to them at least once or twice. But if you just go to someone who's just going to be like, this is crap, and just throw it out, it's like, well, what's the point? So I don't know, maybe a giveaway wouldn't work. Damn it, I don't know. Always something, isn't there? My Bitcoin mining does all the work for me as ads. Better putting 3,500 into Bitcoin mining instead of leaving in a saving bank account. You'll be lucky to get £60 of a bank. Made 10 times. Have you really though? Because I thought Bitcoin. Sean might be able to answer a question actually for me. Because I thought Bitcoin mining was like hardly profitable at the moment because of the price. Because like you know, even if you've got like a really good graphics card or you've got an ant miner or something like that, I thought it was like hardly profitable at the moment. But no, I mean, in the bull market, it was major profitable. So even if you just held your Bitcoin now, wait till the boom again, and then sell in the boom, you'd still be in profit. So, but I just didn't know whether it was right now it was profitable or not. Right, I think I've gone all the way up the chat, so I'll go down again. It's probably going to jump. Yeah, it's jumped. Oh my god. Sit and wait, ads, be tight, and keep saving up for a deposit. I don't think we're leaving, but if we do, we're both laughing. Buy low, but be warned for interest rates to continue to rise for years now. No, Corey, ooh, Lex and ads. No, I do love you ads, but no, not in that way. Why has Corey said that after Lex has automatically said no, not in that way? That's anyway. I love you in a sexual way, ads, David says. Brilliant, that's funny. I work full-time and do eBay on the side, but would love to make it at least part-time. Well, you know the thing I'm going to tell you, and you're not going to like it. No one likes it. Everyone says, no, there must be an easier way. No, there must be an easier way. But unfortunately there isn't. All it comes down to is work. I know. We may as well go home now. That's it, folks. The show is done. Because that is the only thing that makes reselling work. It's hard work. You've got to... It's a shame, but you've got to do it, you know? So, everyone in this chat here, a lot of them, will have put in ungodly amounts of work to get where they are, wherever they are on their reselling journey. Because even before their reselling journey, they will have put in work at whatever else they did. Because generally, what you'll find is resellers who come into reselling and stick to it for a fair bit of time, they've always been hard workers throughout their entire life. You know, I know a load of people in the chat there will have always been hard workers, always put the hours in, because that's what gets them to where they need to be financially, whatever else, you know, like in their life, maybe even in their love life or something like that, in their, well, what else? In their exercise and things like that, and maybe their body image, you know, building up a strong body, or building a lean body, or losing weight and stuff like that. I often think you'll find, like, the people who are hard-working in, maybe, you know, in business or whatever it is, but if they're hard-working, they will generally be able to, like, get more done in terms of the whatever else it is. So they may be hardworking in business, but that skill of being able to work hard can transition into weight loss or weight gain or whatever it is. Or that skill of being hardworking can transition into, you know, raising 5 kids or whatever. When you learn to be able to be a hard worker and have that motivation and that determination, as long as you stick at it over time, you can transition that skill to whatever it is. Or, you know, so there could be someone who's been a bodybuilder who might then be able to be really successful at reselling because they've gone through the hard work of building a strong body that takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and they can just transition that work into reselling. Now, yes, is it a very, very different field, reselling compared to bodybuilding? Yes, it is. But there's that element of just a hard worker can get through all the problems and push through to a level that they want or they deserve. So it's kind of just hard work, just hard work, just hard work. And how many times do I need to say it? It's sad, isn't it? It's sad that we have to do all this work, but it's the only way. Ads, you should do more songs, build an album, or something. Yes, Steve said that, didn't he, in his vlog, you should do an album. I am thinking I might do an album, but I've got another project that I have failed to start for so long, so I really need to start that. Obviously, I was going to do a series of comedy shorts. I've wrote them all. I'm happy with them all in the writing stage of the word or stage of the process. But the problem is I've not kind of actually committed to filming them and getting them done because it to me, you know, the writing process is great. I mean, I can just flood out with ideas. I love it. I absolutely love it. But to me personally, where I fall down is the actual video production. Now, the reason I fall down is because I want to get it done, because I'm coming from a writer's perspective. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I've wrote this, how, and I can vision it. I can envision it in my mind. And I think, oh yeah, that can go there, and that can do, and then we're gonna have this outfit on this person, and it's, you know, I can set all the scene out. And then when we come to setting all the scene out and actually doing the takes, I rush through it because I think to myself, I want to get this edited, I want to get it out because I'm so excited and I can see it all coming together. But the problem with doing that and trying to get on to the next thing and get it out, is that you rush the scenes don't get done very well, and therefore the end product isn't as good. So the one thing that I've identified with myself is I need someone, like a creative partner, who could do maybe the production or direction side of things, and then I could do the acting, I could do the costumes, you know, think of the costumes, buy the costume, all that sort of stuff. I could do the editing, the thumbnails, that side of things, you know. I'm good at doing both the creative side of the writing and then the more sort of logical process of the editing. I'm not very good at that process in the middle of producing and directing and getting the actual video production done. That's where I fall down on. Now, I can do all the angles and stuff. You know, if I put time in, I can do that, and I could do really, really good comedy shorts. The problem I have is obviously I don't have the time to do that because of my reselling, but I need someone, as I say, to do that middle section, and then honestly, the comedy shorts would be spectacular, absolutely spectacular, because that means I can spend more time learning about editing, and that means that I can obviously do better editing in the process. I can spend more time on my thumbnails, and again, learning about how to do thumbnails better, because you're always learning with things like editing and thumbnails. It never stops. There's always something new to learn. So if I could spend more time doing that, and then obviously less time on the video production maybe, or trying to do the direction, the production, and the acting, and the costume, you know, everything, then I would have, a better end product for you guys. The problem I have is that I like to feel in control of what I'm doing, and I feel like for me personally it's going to be very hard to let go of that control. But the problem is, it's not for me. Like the comedy shorts, I do them because I love to do them, but at the end of the day, it's for you guys and it's for future people who watch them. So maybe I need to let go of that control, try and get someone who, maybe is a friend or whatever, who can do the direction and the production somewhat. So then obviously I can bring a better product to you guys, and then you guys can have a lot more fun and enjoyment watching them. Because I mean, I'm okay at acting, I can do the acting. I know I've not been brilliant at acting in the past, but if I was like putting more of myself and more of my time into the lines and the acting, because I wasn't doing the production and the directing, then obviously I could do acting a lot better. The only issue is obviously delegating that time. So anyway, I'll leave it at that, but I need to do that first. Then I want to do a song with Bads. If there's an album, I want to do a song with Bads. I want to do a song maybe about eBay messages, or maybe eBay problems or something like that. I could do covers. I could do like, you got 99 problems but eBay isn't one, or something. I don't know. See, this is how my brain works, constantly fetching ideas up. But so there's all these different things I could do. I mean, might get into copyright strikes and stuff if I did covers. I'm not sure, maybe not. But yeah, so I've got a few ideas. I mean, that song only took me 12 hours or so to edit and do and stuff. So, in the editing and everything, so writing it and stuff. So I could easily get an album out within a couple of months. It wouldn't be a problem. Maybe an 8-song, 10-song album, something like that. But obviously I've got other things that I want to do before then, and I've got to contend with my reselling, juggling that, and the crypto, and all the rest of it, the YouTube, the sales updates and the reselling hauls and stuff that I do on my channel. So yeah, it's a lot, but I've got so much I want to do, and it's so annoying because there's never enough time in the day, is there? Question, how's your head? Answer, well, I've never had any complaints, is the correct response. Why? What? I don't get it. Is that a joke? I don't get that joke. When, where you live, and when, where you live, and when out where you own. No, when, where you live. When, where you live, and when out where you own. I'm trying to get that through my brain, but it won't process it. When, where you live, and when out what you own. Oh, I don't get that. I don't get that. It's going over my head. Ads, donate to Nick and Tom's charity again. That's a good idea. I could do one on that, couldn't I? I've got 3, so I could do one on that maybe, and then I could do... But is it a good enough, like, thing? I don't want to... Is it good enough for that cancer, you know, the cancer donation thing? I don't... Because I have thought about it. I did think about it. I was like, But I don't want it to be like a... I just don't know whether it's good enough or whether it's the right thing to donate, you know? Like, kind of self-promotion, isn't it? And I don't want to come across as that kind of person, you know, within the stream, you know? I don't want to be the guy who's just, you know, trying to self-promote something, because that's what it kind of feels like to me, so... But I have kind of thought about that. Really, Ads, you don't get that. No, I don't get it. I don't... No, I don't get it. Sorry, the chat's jumped again. Who's this messaging? Oh, right, okay. I'll get it in a minute then. Yes, it's taken a lifetime of eating rubbish to get my physique. Go me. Oh, God. Yeah, my love life is hard work. What is that? What is that in response to? You could donate. Oh, Andrea says you could donate one to Tom and Nick's auction. But I could do. If it's cool, then I'll do that. But I just didn't. I didn't know about the whole self-promotion thing, you know, but because it's a bit, you know, donating my song on there. I just didn't want to come across as that kind of person. But anyway, if it's cool, then it's cool. Becca Bamber, kicking ass debts, knows every word. Yeah, I heard about that in Steve's video, or someone's video. He said Becca did a rendition. Might have been Carla's video, actually, she said that. I've put in at least 4 or 5 hours into my reselling work. Yes, I've already read that. Sorry, reading different ones now. I just want to say thank you for your help with merch. I appreciate you. I had a time, but add a white background help with your line. Oh, I get you, yeah. Yeah, so I've still got my merch videos up. I don't really do merch anymore. It's kind of one... I was so determined when I started that, and now I'm like, oh God, why did I say that? What? Why did I say, like, oh my God, this time next year I'm going to be so good at this? Because this is the thing. Do not say anything about what you think you're going to be doing in the future, because people will just... If you don't do that thing in the future, then everyone's just going to say, why didn't you do that thing in the future? So just... Don't say, I'm going to try and do that, like, from now on. I'm not going to say anything about what I'm going to be doing in the future to anyone, because if I do that, and then I don't do the actual thing in the future, then I'm going to be just slated. Anyway, but no, I started merch and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and it's going to be brilliant. And I got to 100 designs. I've still got 100 designs up, actually. And I was getting, like, a couple of sales, but... I don't know, I just don't, I think it was just like kind of, oh, I'll do this because everyone else is doing it, and, you know, I enjoyed doing it, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed doing it, but I didn't enjoy it enough, obviously, to keep it going, so, yeah, anyway, but I do get the odd sale. I think I had a sale last month, or a couple of sales last month, so, I do get the odd sale on it, but I'm just not doing it very much. Creative visionary is my go-to word. I wouldn't quite say that if you're referring to me, but okay. We should do a song together, Ads. Oh, we can if you want. I mean, you can do some lyrics if you want, because I'm good at lyrics, but at the same time I'm pretty crap at lyrics, because some songs I'm good at, other songs I'm not. You've seen Ads before, yeah? Why? Is Indy in the chat? I don't know. I thought she'd... popped in before. Oh, just popping in as I have my lunch. Quick recap. Yeah. I may have said this about 739 times, but Ads, study filmmaking. Look, I'm the type of person, and I've said this 500 million times. I'm the type of person. What time are we on? Ooh, not long yet. I'm the type of person who doesn't like teachers, right? And I'll tell you why I don't like teachers. No, I don't have a vendetta against every teacher or anything. What I don't like about teachers is they tell you how to do things. And I do not like being told what to do. Can you see this? Can you see the green screen? I do things on my own because I do not like getting told what to do. And I could, like, if I went to filmmaking, I'd be like, yeah, brilliant. I'd nod my head at everything we say, and then I would do the exact opposite. Because I do not, if you're going to follow a set of rules that's made out for you in a curriculum, right? Then how do you expect the world to progress, right? Did Charlie Chaplin, one of the most famous visual comedians, physical comedians, did he follow a set of rules that were defined for him? Did he take inspiration from others that laid before him in a mentor or kind of sort of inspirer kind of way? Yes, he did. But he didn't just like copy them, or he didn't necessarily like just follow a blueprint. He did things on his own accord, and that's what made him the iconic man he was during his life and even after his life right now to this day. So you think, if you think in that similar vein, if I did everything directly how everyone else wants me to do them in the order of the curriculum that they're going to teach me, how the hell am I going to progress the world? It's just not going to happen. We're just going to, it's like Albert Einstein said, right? And we've all heard this this quote loads of times. The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. It's something like that anyway. Pretty much that. So if I'm doing the same things that every other bugger has got taught in every other school across the UK, or every other uni across the UK, how am I going to exceed and do something different? How am I going to make my mark on the world, right? You don't see many other people on YouTube. Maybe you do, I don't know. Because I don't know the entirety of the YouTube catalogue, because there's like 1 billion uploads every few days or whatever it is. But there's probably not that many people on YouTube who come on here, talk about whatever I'm talking about, random subjects, with a weird background as a talking head like I'm doing now. And there is a reason I do this, because it's not the norm. It's not the norm. I don't want to be the norm. I don't want to be someone who says, oh, we've got to do this certain angle, because if we do this certain angle, it will evoke this emotional response. I want to say, let's try this angle out that no one's ever done before, and let's see what response we get, and see if anyone likes it, and maybe see if anyone follows it as a cult classic movie. That's the person. I'm like, you know, I'm like Weird Al Yankovic. That's what I'm like Weird Al. I'm not like Sylvester Stallone or whoever else you want to say, you know, maybe a little bit more of a mainstream actor or whoever it is, you know, whatever mainstream actor you can think of. I'm not them. I'm more like Weird Al Yankovic, who's like doing his own thing. He's a bit weird, a bit out there. He doesn't follow the rule book because he knows just as well as me that for one, he wants to do what he wants to do and he wants to have fun doing it, but for two, he wants to just rewrite the rules and do something a bit different and try and recreate the wheel a little bit on what he's doing. And, you know, with his parodies and stuff, that's exactly what he's done, you know. He's now known for this weird, eccentric way of doing things. And, you know, obviously, he's sold loads of records and done amazingly, amazingly well for himself. So, it's just dependent on what you want to do. Now, if you're the type of person who wants to do the whole set rulebook way, I'm not saying that's a terribly, terribly bad thing. You can do that, but don't expect, you know, different results than others that have come before you. Expect, going into it, expect that you're going to get the exact same results that other people have got, or very, very similar results. You're not going to necessarily have this big breakthrough. The people who, let's just say it in this way, the people who cure all these diseases, these people are people who are committed. These are like 100% committed people, and they will follow the rule book. They will go and they will get master's degrees and PhDs in their specific fields, but then what they will do is, because they're 100% committed and they probably only sleep for 3 hours. I mean, these people who, you know, obviously cure these terrible diseases and stuff, these are very... They're almost robotic, I would imagine, in a way, these people, because they are so dedicated to it, and those people aren't necessarily just following the rule book, but they're following the rule book in conjunction with trying things out themselves in a scientific way, in a logical way, in order to get different results. So essentially you could compare it to that kind of thing. You know, that's just another example. But, you know, the people who really achieve the mega things, they do things differently ultimately. They maybe do few of the things the same, but also they do a lot of things differently. That's how the world progresses. That's how things keep going. You could say that I'm not even that, actually thinking about it, you could say I'm not even that different because all I'm doing is green screen. Loads of people before me have done green screen, so maybe what I need to do is do something completely different, like blow everyone out of the water with something that no one's ever seen before. How crazy, you know, like one of those like weird cartoons like Adventure Time, you know, that's like really out there. Adventure Time, there's like weird animals in it and it's like a weird universe, and like there's like a lemon cup that like, you know, is full of lemon, and then he's got eyes and he talks and stuff. How crazy and out there is that? You know, that's the kind of thing. So you've got to try and that's the excitement of life, trying to do these weird, wonderful things. That's the excitement for me. You know, for other people it might be the excitement of getting a certain amount of listings on eBay. You know, for me that's an excitement, but it's not like, oh, you know, it's not like a whoa, like a really excitement. You know, now getting 100 listings on eBay in a day, or 150, you know, not as many people do that, so then it's more appealing to me. Basically, the less mainstream something is, the more appealing it gets to me. So if it's less and less mainstream, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this. I'm rubbing my hands together, you know, whoa. But anyway, we'll get off that and we'll talk about something else, because I've rambled again. I apologise. Singing that song in Britain's Got Talent will be a good idea. I don't know whether it would be, but okay. We need an ads rap. Don't worry, that was my first thought. I was going to do a bads rap. Going to do like a little rap thing. I was trying to think of some of the words and stuff, but I got like one lyric out of it, and I was thinking, right, I've got to do this. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it. But yeah, I'm thinking of maybe doing like a bads rap. Obviously, because he's my character that I would most kind of fit in with doing that. You know, with doing a rap, he's the character that would most fit in with doing that. So I might do that. But yeah, there's a few different songs I'm thinking of. I've only got, you know, 2, 3, 4 or whatever I'm thinking of, but certainly there's loads of different angles you can play it, and I thought to myself I could actually include the songs within the comedy short. So I could do a comedy short, and when we're like halfway through the comedy short, I could essentially like sort of imagine that I'm going into like a dream or something like that, you know, within the comedy short, and then in my dream I then do a music video. Like they've done that. They've done that quite a lot before as well. Most recently they did it in the BBC Three sitcom Uncle. But we've done it in quite a few. I think we did it. Was it Goldberg's? He did it in. No, I don't know whether it was Goldberg's he did it in. They've done it in quite a few things actually. They have done it in quite a few things, but I just like that. I like that kind of. I just like that kind of music video in with a comedy. You know, for me, I like music anyway, so it's like kind of when that always happens. When it oh, what was it? Oh, it's coming back to me. Oh no, it's gone again. Oh bloody hell, it's gone again. But one did come back into my mind then actually, but not the one I was thinking of. But Aquabat Super Show, the kids cartoon, they did songs in that, and that worked pretty well actually. I mean, it's quite a low budget cartoon. Well, it's not a cartoon, it's like a live action, but it's quite a low budget thing, but they did it quite well. I thought, you know, Burger Rain is well good. I was listening to it on YouTube for days after. I was like, oh my god, this is brilliant, Burger Rain. But no, but the one I was thinking of, it's completely bloody slipped my mind, and it's so annoying. Didn't Jack Black do it in School of Rock? But that was a musical anyway. That was like a comedy, family musical type thing anyway, so it's not quite the same. You know, it's not necessarily that he was going into a dream or anything, and then the music video was coming on. But no, so I don't know. It's gone. But yeah, something like that is. I would really like to do something like that. But again, that's not really reinventing the wheel, is it? I need to find something. I need to find something big, you know, that's like, whoa. Burger Wayne, Burger Wayne. Had you not seen all our videos? It's talking heads and psychedelic background. Soz. Why? Who's done a video? Did you do a video, Shell? I'll expand your channel once. I'll expand your channel. Oh God, no, that was not a good choice of words. Jesus. I'll expand your channel. Oh no. God, I really choose my words terribly. Bloody hell. Hey, you've not done a video. It doesn't look like it. No. I saw Carla's, Steve's, Carla's live stream. I saw a little bit of Karen's. I saw, oh, what else? Peter's as well. Peter's. Is that everyone? I was wondering actually, is there any more? Because I'm the type of person who's going to miss these. So we've got Carla's live stream. We've got Carla's vlog. We've got Karen's. I think she did a live stream, didn't she? We've got Peter's. We've got Steve's. And I think that's it. Is that everyone's? Because they're the ones I've watched, them 5. Is there any more? Because if there's any more, I want to watch them. So, I know that Nick and Andrea might be doing a vlog. I saw that Andrea was filming a little bit on one of the other vlogs. So, guessing they're doing a vlog, but I don't know. But I want to see. Weird Ads Yankovic. Well, that's good, that is. Right then. I love Sly Stallone. He was my first he was my first proper crush. I just thought that said he was my first then. Sylvester Stallone is proper, like, ripped for his age. Like, I mean, he's like, what, 72 or something? 71? Something like that, and he's like proper ripped for his age. Crazy. You remind me of this guy on YouTube called Bad Ads. You mean bads? Do you mean bads? Is that what you mean? Ads 10 days to number 13. Excited or what? Why? What's number 13? What's that? I don't even know what that is. What is it? A show? Is it a show? 10 days to number 13. I don't even know what that is. The only number 13 I know is that Room 13. You know, in well, you guys won't know in high school, but I read it in high school. That one with the vampire with the steak, with that guy who was like carving the steak, you know. And then it just so happened he carved the steak at the right time or whatever, to the right thickness, and he could use it against the vampire. That was a scary book, that was. Probably one of the only books I ever read. I don't really read. I've only read, like, in my entire life, I've read, like, actually myself, because when I was really little, my mum just used to read to me, because I used to say to her, like, oh, but I can't bother reading. And she used to be like, alright, okay, I'll read to you for a bit. So, yeah, she read me all the Harry Potters, or most of them. But, yeah, I think we might have stopped at like 4 or 5 or something. But, yeah, so it was, I've never really read, because I always think, like, it drains me. Reading drains me. When I actually read, I actually, like, mentally I seize up. I get, like, it really drains me. Like, I'll read a paragraph or 2 paragraphs and I'll be like, well, no, not a paragraph, but I'll read a chapter, right? And then I'll be thinking, God, I need a drink of water or something right now, because it really, like, even if I'm reading in my mind, it just drains my mental power. I can't do it. I don't know whether anyone else has that in the chat, but it just, yeah, it just drains me. So I don't read. I do read Wikipedia, and that doesn't drain me. I've read Wikipedia for like 7 or 8 years now. In school, I was like, I'm gonna read Wikipedia, you know. I love Wikipedia. I don't care if people say it's infactual or it can be changed or whatever. I don't care. There's some good information on Wikipedia. So, yeah, whatever. A cup full of lemon with eyes. Genius. I'd watch. Oh, I thought you would have already watched it, Lex. Add most of the young children's TV is made by Drugs Days, Nuttards, Teletubbies. I rest my case. Yeah, it is. It is, Gary. I would have said definitely, because you think, when I'm watching these things, I often think, well, I don't watch them anymore, but, you know, like, when I did used to watch them, I used to think to myself, I bet you there's, like, just a few guys, you know, in casual dress, you know, round a little table, probably drinking or whatever, or doing drugs or something, and then just writing this down, because that's what it feels like, you know. It's just so funny. That is something that would be pretty cool, you know. Right, where are we up to? Burger Rain, yeah, type it in, Aquabat Super Show, Burger Rain in YouTube. It's not like, it's basically, well, I don't want to compare it to the quality of my song, because it's actually above the quality of my song with the with the video and stuff. But it's like got that level of cheese. That's what I'm kind of saying. You know, it's quite cheesy, but it's a cool song. It's a cool song. I like it. It's like Burger Wayne, Burger Wayne. It's like that, something like that. I don't know whether it's a cover actually of someone. Nick's just editing our vlog. Oh, brilliant! I thought there would be one out. That's great. Doctor Who. Doctor, if you just called that out just to basically throw me off topic again. I'm already off topic, so it doesn't really matter. And he calls himself a Doctor Who fan. Why? Why? What's all this about Doctor Who? What did I say? What did I say? It's 8:46 AM here in Tennessee. What time does your Thursday talk show start? My grand watch adventure time. And my grand watch adventure time? Do you mean your granddad, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it starts at 1 o'clock, which is... Are we in GMT or British Summertime? We're in British Summertime. Yeah, I think we're in British Summertime still. So, it's 1 o'clock British Summertime, which I'm guessing in Tennessee will be... What, about 7... Yeah, about, what, like, 7:30? About 7 AM or something like that. It'd be something like that. You can type it in on Google anyway. It's quite cool to know I've got like a global viewer. I don't really get that many global viewers. I think I've had someone from Australia in. I've had a couple of people from America, and I had someone from China. I had someone from China once, which was pretty cool. Oh heck, don't you start. I've got another problems with Lex spanking my arse. What the hell is going on in this chat? Seriously. It always gets weirder towards the end. What is it with that? My chat gets really weird towards the end. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm like at the hour or just over the hour. Too young. You're not 39. Lex is 39. Holy crap. I thought you... No, you're not 39. I thought you were like 27. What the hell? Oh my god. 39. There's no way 39. I think like 26, 27 or something like that. I don't know. No, it's not a joke, is it? Because if it's a joke, then I'm going to look like a bloody idiot if you're older than 26. Or if you're... Yeah, no, if you're younger than 26, 27 or 28 or whatever. You still watch The Simpsons ads? I don't. I used to watch them loads. I used to, oh my god, I was watching Simpsons like every week. Well, every day. It was on like, I think it still is. It's on Channel 4, isn't it, at 6 o'clock. I used to be on it with The Simpsons. Before, like, I had a little bit of a break from Doctor Who. Maybe, well, I say I don't, well, not really a break, but maybe not as intensely watching it, let's say. When I was maybe 13, 14, something like that. Not necessarily, I mean, I was watching the main shows, but I mean, what I would normally do is on my days off, I would watch back-to-back episodes of Doctor Who. So, there's a channel called Watch in the UK, I don't know if it's still around, but I would watch back-to-back episodes of Doctor Who. So what I was doing is I stopped doing that for a while, and I would watch Doctor Who when I got in from school as well, like every single day. But I stopped that for a while, and I started watching The Simpsons, and I got hooked on The Simpsons, and yeah, I just love The Simpsons. And I mean, I was out of order with my Doctor Who. Like, I watched so much Doctor Who. Like, when I was younger, in summer, it would just be 7-8 hours of Doctor Who. Like, it was crazy. And it was all like Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant repeats and stuff. And then obviously as we got into Matt Smith era, a few of them as well. But obviously I watched the first episode, well, not the first episode, but the first episode of the new series was when I jumped on board with Doctor Who. So obviously I've been a Doctor Who fan for 13 years now. And yeah, so Doctor Who and The Simpsons were always kind of my big two. And that, well, Doctor Who and The Simpsons, and in terms of like proper kids TV, which The Simpsons you could argue is more like family orientated, but it is kind of kids. But proper kids TV, my main one was pretty much always Chucklevision. I absolutely loved Chucklevision. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely brilliant. You know, just so down to earth, slapstick comedy. Just absolutely brilliant. So they were kind of my top three. And I was watching SpongeBob quite a lot as well, but I kind of got into SpongeBob. Well, I got into SpongeBob early on, but then I revisited it. Like the last couple of years, I've been revisiting it and watching it again, and I really do like SpongeBob. So now I'd say my top 3 shows. I'd kind of chuck Simpsons out the window now because I don't watch it anymore. But my top 3 shows would be like Doctor Who, SpongeBob and Chucklevision. Doctor Who would always be number 1, but SpongeBob and Chucklevision would probably flick for the, for the sort of second place. But yeah, that's kind of, I just love that. I don't like horror movies. I don't like gore. Don't like anything like that. I absolutely hate it. So it's not for me, the whole horror movies. I don't mind the action movies. I don't mind the, what you call them, like the live action movies and stuff, like, and the superhero movies and stuff. I like them, they're good. But when it bridges, onto horror and stuff, I don't like that. So, and I love sitcoms and stuff as well. I mean, they're brilliant. But to you, Paul, are you there? No! Oh, God, Tom, that's horrible. God's sake. I think that's what you're saying anyway. Ryan, you hit 40 this year, don't you? No, he doesn't. 39 is gold, can I say? This is a mature. FUC, nope, defo, 39 ads, not just. You're really 39? My God. That's incredible. I can't believe that. What the hell? That's crazy. I really genuinely didn't think you were 39. I'm not saying that's old or anything. I just didn't think that. I thought you were like in your 20s or something. I really did. So that's crazy. So what's that? What's 39? That must be like 79. Holy crap. Anyway, I'm not saying that's old. I'm just saying, wow, that's quite a lot compared to me. That's like, whoa. Like, when you put it in perspective, like, you think like your age of 1996 compared to like, people who were born in the 70s or the 60s, like, whoa, But then again, when we get to like 2070, it won't seem, well, it will seem that old, but it won't seem that old to me because I'll always think, well, actually, that's quite young because I've known those people for so long then. So, essentially, even if you're old, you can be young because when you're old and someone else is older, the age gap doesn't mean as much. So, therefore, you can see them as young even though you're younger even when you're old. Oh my God, that's incredible, isn't it? Like, I've never even realised that. So, the older you get, the less the age gaps matter, and the more in tune with the people you are. Because you hold on to the memories that you had compared to the memories that someone born in 2055 has, because they're really, really young to you. So, it's very interesting, isn't it? You learn something new every day, don't you? Anyway, I'll leave it there. Corey says 1998. Yeah, I thought you were about similar age to me, Corey. So, yeah, what's that? 20 this year. Wow. Wait, hang on a minute. Didn't you say you've been trading like stocks or something for like 5 years? So what? Have you been trading since you're like 15? That's crazy. What the hell is he on about? I don't know. I don't know what I'm on about. I'm just a weird person I'm a weird floating head. I'm just going to keep my bob shut on this subject. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I won't go on any longer. I've taken up far too much of your time today with rambling nonsense. I might be back next week with the floating head. I might not. I don't know. I'll definitely be back with this background, though. I really like it. I might just do a floating head every now and then. I need to do some serious episodes of Thursday Talks. It can't all be fun and games, can it? We've got to have a bit of seriousness. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks very much to everyone for joining me. If you like the video, whack a like down below. And if you want any comments or whatever, if you want to drop a comment down below... I'm doing it and you can't even hardly see my hand. But if you want any comments, drop them down below, all that sort of stuff. And I will see you in the next one. See you very soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. The green screen's gone a bit better, actually. And I will see you next time. See you very soon, guys. Diddly 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 doo doo.